Hey guys, welcome back to another Director's Chat. I'm Pat.
I'm Mo.
And we're the directors of Greer Films.
Last time we were with you guys, we were talking about our crew growing. We had a slight hiccup. However, we're hoping by the time we sit down and do our next chat, we should have 2 new people here ready to announce. A small look at what we've been doing since we were with everyone last month.
Ish, yeah. He had a little milestone with our eldest son, which was pretty cool. We took him to his first concert. He really likes the band Skillet, which I'm repping right now. If you haven't heard of them, they're like a Christian metal rock band. It's kind of like Nickelback, but better.
Everyone's obviously going to be subjective on that one. But no, it was really fun to take John, go into the city, have that experience with him. He was so tired by the end of it. But he hung in there, and their encore song was his favourite song, which Pat might chuck up an album cover of that.
Yeah.
But it was pretty cool to have that experience with him. And we seemed to have a bit of metal on the radar at that time, because then Pat even worked with Dave Webb.
Dave's actually rebranded his band. It's now known as Orion's Era, stepping away from labelling it as himself, even though most of it is still him. But taking a new direction, going heavier, it's really cool. So we did some photos here in our space. I'll throw some up on the screen now. But that's something that we can achieve here in this space, and I have good true passion for that sort of stuff, being a muso myself. Dave really embraced it and was struggling for ideas at one point, and I just kept pushing him and saying, like, let's try this, let's do that. And in the end, delivered a bunch of photos for him, and yeah, he's set up for a little while now to have stuff for socials and posters and things like that. And really cool photos.
And he had a lot of fun. Like, it's always nice to have Dave in the studio. He just brings an energy, and it's really funny when you see his photos, and they're very metal, they're very hard rock. But then when you talk to Dave, he's not the opposite, but it's nice to see him in the space as well, and you guys do bounce off ideas, which is great.
Oh, there's some funny photos that probably won't see the light of day, so.
Oh, maybe Dave can have,
I think I sent it to him anyway. He's like, see if he uses that.
No, but it was nice to then see Dave as soon as Pat delivered, which we've been working on our turnaround, which is really good at the moment. And Dave instantly used the content. He obviously did a nice tag for us. Thank you for that. And it's nice to see anyone who we work with using the content straight away. So, and a nice little segue that we can do here, as Pat's talked about Dave's social media, is just, a heads up, if you're having any struggles in this world with Instagram and stuff, just know that it's actually really tough right now. To grow your Instagram page is hard, and the reason for that is because there's a lot of people on there. However, it's also, we've had this trend where people are going a little bit more over to TikTok. So if you're not on there, I would recommend that if you have any video collateral that you could just share across to TikTok, highly recommend, because at the moment that's where the eyeballs are. And so just a little bit of insight, and you may be receiving emails from companies claiming that they can grow your Instagram by 1,000 followers or 100,000 followers, and it's not going to be bots. I highly recommend that you don't go down that way.
You don't push this button, because that will set off the bomb immediately and we'll all be dead. Now, repeat back what I just said.
I am Groot.
Uh-huh.
I am Groot.
That's right.
I am Groot.
No! No, that's the button that will kill everyone!
If you do it, you will grow 100%, you will grow your followers. However, the problem is they may not be genuine followers, and if they don't engage with your content, Meta, so obviously Facebook and Instagram are owned by the same people.
Yep.
So you will be punished for that. So your reach will get less and less. So don't focus on your following numbers too much, more focus on the engagement that you're getting and making sure that you're reaching your people. So yesterday I chucked up a reel on my own Instagram just to see what would happen. Tried something new, And I thought, nah, people are going to not watch this thing all the way through. And as of this morning, I had reached, I think I said to you, over 40 accounts or something. And I had 20 initial plays and then I had 20 replays. So those people have replayed it at least once. So that was really good to see. And, you know, make sure that you're A/B testing any kind of content. So chuck it up, give something a go, measure it, look at that data, and then try something slightly different from your original thought and see what tracks better.
As far as I'm concerned, I just envision Gary Vee saying content.
Very much so. And I agree with, you know, those people. They're the people that we follow. That if you can produce content every day, you should. If you can only do it 3 times a week, you should. Something is better than nothing. However, don't overstretch and overcommit yourself, because then you're not consistent and your followers don't like that.
And wouldn't you rather have, you know, true people interacting and commenting and true fans, rather than, you know, someone who's in the Philippines or Brazil, for example, that isn't actually really interested in following your page, but they've been picked up by one of those
services,
campaign-based services that say we can grow your accounts by X amount. But you know, you're better off having more genuine users on the platform than interacting with your content.
And those genuine users can be anywhere. Social media has opened up that world. So, you know, if there is someone from the US or from Brazil or anywhere, New Zealand, following you, you know, just make sure that you're clicking through, making sure that they're a profile. But, you know, if you do succeed that overseas growth and that's something that you want to do, celebrate it, enjoy it, and have fun with your content. So talking about having fun with content, we have been having a lot of fun with our content out in the community. Yes. So this year, because our kids are older, both yay and crap, we've pushed you to have some fun and pushing you out into events around Bathurst and around the area. Do you want to
there's always something going on around here in most towns. And I think we just got to sort of the level where we like to give back and, you know, pay it forward, and it doesn't always have to be someone's booked us or whatever, because they are free events most of the time, and anyone can take their camera and go along and do exactly what I've just done, but hey, why not do it myself? So that's what we sort of decided to do, and wrangle the kids around. So here I am trying to, you know, video and photo bikes, for example, at the bike show that was recently, and then there was a vintage bike sort of get together, and the kids wanting to help and will climb all over me, and you know, that's the juggle, but it makes it fun and interesting, and content comes out really cool, and you know, any opportunity to hone your skill is always welcomed. So if that's then a fun outing with the family to do so, then it's something different for us to explore and be involved in and show our support. I love showing our support, but then from a mum's perspective, I must admit it's really nice that we take the kids, because then the kids get to see what you're doing instead of us always just waving off saying, Dad's going to work. We're actually, at some of these events that we're choosing to go to, it's really nice that the kids get to experience what it's like. And I think since we've done that, the kids have actually been more keen to wear their Greer Films jumpers. So if we have a photo, I would love for Pat to share it. But I think it's because then they're, it's such a bad way of looking at it, but they're buying into the brand. Like, but it's brainwashed them.
But it's funny how influence occurs.
Absolutely.
So funny how that's happened.
Yeah.
And Pat, you were at the animal nursery. How was that this year?
Yeah, the animal nursery was packed. Lots of kidlets enjoying the animals, and older kids as well. The llama's always a funny one to keep an eye on. I can't remember his name. It's a black llama. I'll put it up on the screen, but he's always a bit of an interesting character, that one.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, it's fun. We ran into a few friendly faces while I was down there. Everyone else had the same idea, obviously. Saturday morning-ish, lunchtime-ish, heading down there, and beautiful day, super sunny. parked like a million miles away to get there. So yeah, no, it was good.
Yeah, and then Pat actually topped it off by coming down to hockey and watching me play and taking a few snaps. I don't know if he's got anything ready to be able to share, but if he does, he will. But if not, that's fine. But it was nice to have you down there. Again, love our children, but it was nice to have you down there without the kids.
Yes, and then backed it up and did that Star Wars shoot as well that day. So it was a big Saturday, but yeah, it was lots of fun, and you know, being able to dabble in 3 different sort of worlds of photo and videography, where you know, one's an event thing with animals and kids, and then another one's I just took the camera along to hockey just because I could, just to play with, you know, some sports photography, because that's always fun.
Yep.
And then wrangling, you know, a small cast together to piece together a storyboarded concept for a promotion to help a local event out. So hopefully they can sell some tickets and get some bums on seats, and yeah, hopefully we've done our job.
Yeah, cool. And how'd the voiceover go? Because you and Jeremy were the voices for that video. So how did that go?
Yeah, it was fun. So obviously I wanted to replicate the sound of a stormtrooper, not have it sound like we sound, because it's a very iconic sound effect with the stormtroopers. And just through an effect that I've discovered and then tweaked a little bit myself. And yeah, we just did it in our studio, in our audio studio upstairs, and was just mindful of the part where we had to sort of yell. So stepping back from the microphone, that type of thing is always applicable. Otherwise, you're just gonna peak it like crazy. And I got the lines wrong in the first take, and then realized semi after that, when I was pretty much almost done editing, going, oh, that's actually incorrect. Better go back in that room and re-record that.
At least we're here.
Yeah.
Trouble. It's May the 4th. Tequila ticklers for everyone! Yeah!
And yeah, got Jeremy to do his part as well, because he was actually the other stormtrooper in the suit. So I thought,
Stepped
well,
up.
there's 2 of us speaking realistically, especially when we shot it. There was 2 of them sort of saying the line, so that needed to be reflected in the voiceover. And yeah, that was cool. It was fun.
Yeah, you look very full. You look very lifted after doing that project.
Yeah.
Even though, as Pat said, he was tired Saturday night, he's still coming home very cup full, which is great. So, but while we're talking about Jeremy, we wanted to do a little thing this week. This time. And it's funny because as we were recording this, the guys are upstairs, so they're going to hear every word before it even hits online. But that's okay. Crew shout out.
Kayla and Jeremy, they've been obviously extremely fantastic and have been stepping up and doing more and learning more and just excelling. So we're really proud of what they've achieved in the last month or 2. Jeremy
I'd say
has,
even the last month, to be honest.
been stepping into more of a prominent videography and photography role, so being sent out solo and running productions on his own. So that's a big milestone for him, which we're very excited for, because it means then, you know, there's more of us available for our clients at that high quality level. So yeah, props to Jeremy for doing a great job on the recent shoots that he's done. You'll see some of the content dropping soon out online, and if I can drop some stuff in now, I'll show you a couple clips or some photos that he's done.
Just a few things.
So yeah, very proud. He's doing well. Still a long way to go, as any creator has a long way to go. Like, especially with all the AI stuff that's coming in now, that's always an interesting conversation.
Yeah.
Like the stuff I found last night on Instagram, going through and following some of the influencers that I follow, and them talking about AI. And it's funny because I actually had that same thought during that Star Wars shoot, where there was this other shot that we needed to go back to. It's the shot of our goat man and the ladies. And if you've seen the video, I can put it up now. But there was a air conditioner like remote on the wall, like directly behind him in the scene, and like this is the same shot I wanted, but that's all I could see. And I was like, oh, and the guy sort of like manipulated the curtain a little bit and it made it look okay, and you can't really notice it. Obviously I notice it, and I was like, that's all right, let's run with that. But then tricks you can do with AI currently with the content aware. With Photoshop, you can screen every single frame. If it's a static frame, you can make that work and actually remove it. It's a bit of work, but you can certainly do it. But it's funny that I had that thought and had that challenge, and now Adobe are announcing how they're pretty much bringing in all of that technology within Adobe Premiere. So
Yeah, for video.
moving forward
Yeah.
in, fast forward 6 months time, potentially it'll be in Premiere and we'll be able to content aware things out of frame, and
crazy.
or regenerate it turn it into something else. So it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, but it's where, and as Pat said, AI is definitely a interesting conversation, and we have it here even in our small crew. So, it's that whole, we believe that you've got to accept it, you've got to develop yourself and grow with this new technology because it's not going to go away. And you've got to be mindful that if you don't embrace it, even if it's a slight embrace, that you'll be left behind. So even though you might be tracking really well right now, as Pat said, in 6 months, I think it'll be even less than that. That technology is evolving so much quicker, and since AI development, it's getting quicker and quicker again. So, as Pat said, keep an eye out on those things, and
It's
it'll be
exciting.
interesting to see what happens with the world of videography because of that. So, but back to our crew shout out. I also want to have a special chance to say thank you to Kayla. She has really stepped up the last couple of weeks. She's pushing herself, she's getting more confident, and it's just, Pat and I could not be where we are with Ingria Films or within where we are with our lifestyle without our crew, because like yesterday, I was out doing something, unavailable to action something for a customer, and I was able to just contact Kayla and say, look, can you run point on this? And she did. She just steps up, she does it all the time, she's always got our back, and I hope that they realise that not only do we appreciate it, but we're in their corner too. So
Absolutely.
yeah, but anyway, so
Cool.
hope you've enjoyed, and guess we'll see you on the next chat.
Thank you. See ya. Cheers.
Wait, should we look at each other for that? Or the camera?
At each other, I think.
Oh my god, so again. 3, 2, 1.
Thanks for dropping in and saying hello.
Same.